Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 58 of my journey to becoming the person that I want to be and a psychologist. So, today was a very nice day. Slept a good amount, went to sleep at the right time, woke up pretty early since I had to go to uni, and we were getting to know one of the new classes or old classes, but it's different. I don't really know how to say it in English, how to call them. It's called the Iskustvene Gruppe, which is like learning groups, like experienced groups or something like that. Experiencing groups, and I don't really know how to explain it, but I think I talked about it before. Maybe I didn't. It's basically like It's literally like group therapy, or at least it was in the first semester of the year, and it was just basically us talking about specific topics. And honestly, every single group was doing their own different thing. Now, how do I know that? Well, in the second semester that just started, we had our first get to know group, and none of the groups are the same anymore as they were in the last year, not last year, last semester, because the whole timetable changed, like when our classes are and whatnot. So they had to change also the structure of the groups. Not the structure, but yeah, basically the structure of the group. Not the structure, the people in the groups. They had to change groups, that's it, not the structure of it. And I didn't really look into what we were going to be doing, because I thought that it was just gonna be more different topics and it's just gonna be a similar thing. Again, it's one of the easier, or the easiest even, classes that my university has to offer. That is because at the end of every semester, you just have to write a small essay just saying what your thought processes were and what you went through and how you felt and whatnot. So in the first semester, it was all just about talking and getting to know other people's perspectives, because that was my whole point. I wanted to see how other people thought, and a lot of people had different stands on different topics. And when you hear them first, or at least when I hear them at first, I'm like, well, that is wrong. But then when they explain their way of thinking, I'm like, oh, okay, well, that doesn't actually sound that bad. Like, it's understandable as to why they are thinking in that way. And there are some people that were more aggressive with their way of responding to some things. Let's say we're talking about people that do not that are more passive than assertive, which means they don't talk much. They're just more like they're on the side and they're the listeners, they're not the talkers in the group. And one of my friends in uni said that she sees those people as boring. And boring can be insulting, but it's also understandable because, well, you're not going to have fun with a person one on one who's not going to be talking to you that much, and you're just telling them your side of the story or whatever you're talking about. So she explained herself, and people were more understanding as to why she said what she said. And yeah, it was just basically that, but it wasn't too deep. Like, we didn't really have really deep conversations where we had people crying. It wasn't an actual like group therapy, but it was more like talking. And I went to this group today, which was totally different. It was like all the other people that went to their own groups have put, like, they have been scattered to different groups. And now I am with like three people from my old group, and other 19 are the ones that I don't know. And those people talked about their ways of thinking and what was going on and in their groups and how their groups worked. And one guy said his group was just mostly 90% of just messing around, and there were many comments that were made that were a bit harsh and insulting, but at the same time it's like dark jokes, but they had that kind of a relationship with their professor. And some people said that they had very deep conversations and that at one point people were even crying. And I was in shock. I was like, what the fuck? People are doing so many different things in that group. And sorry. And yeah, basically in this second semester we're doing something totally different. Not totally, but it's going to be different because, well, since we're all striving and wanting to be psychologists, psychiatrists, whatever, we have to be the ones who are in the shoes of the professor. We're gonna have to be the ones who are, you know, starting the conversation with other people and trying to put other people into the conversation. So what we're doing is we're making pairs of 3 in every group, in the group of the, so out of the 22 people, we're going to make groups of 3. There's going to be 2 pairs of 2 people, and then there's going to be other people that are in 3. And we're all going to have our specific topics to talk about, and we're going to be talking about that specific topic for one class, which lasts an hour and 30 minutes, which means we're actually going to have conversations and to talk about specific topics that we chose. So yeah, that's mostly it. That's a very interesting part. And tomorrow I'm going to have classes from 9 to 5, which is crazy because all of the other days are literally just like 1 or 2 classes, which last an hour and a half each. But tomorrow is gonna be the craziest day, and it's gonna be like that every single Friday. So I'm gonna have to wake up early, and I'm gonna have to be filled with energy because I don't know how else I would survive. And that was it for today. Yeah, that was day 57, I think, if I'm not wrong. If I am, I'm sorry. Either way, I will see you tomorrow. Sending peace to love to everyone. Chase your dreams. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. Anyways, love you all. Goodbye.